Welcome in, Spiritual View Collective. This is Ruby with Ruby's Lighthouse Tarot here for your Friday reading for the Spiritual View. I hope everybody's doing really well. Let's see what our current energy is. I'm going to go ahead and pull. Oh, look at that. It just flew up right away. A completion. So you see the snake eating its tail here, right? Wow. So that was immediate. It was so fast. It just came out like that. So this is the year of the snake. I feel like this is definitely energy that is coming in really quickly, maybe unexpectedly, some sort of completions that are coming in. Let's get some information from the book. This is the Mystical Shaman Oracle, by the way. Okay. So it says, all things have a beginning, a middle, and an end. This is the nature of life, the seed, the flower, and the fruit, and of all human relationships. Completion suggests the fullness of the moment and the need to transform an old form into a new one. You have finished a cycle, and there is no more growth or benefit from hanging on to the old. In regard to relationships, it is time to honor what has been and find a new form for the future. In your ventures, it is time to reap your harvest. Completion is a time for celebration. It is the end of summer when the fruit is ripe. Clinging to the old form will bring only decay. When fruit is left too long on the vine, it rots. You know that it is time to move on, yet are reluctant. Do not be afraid of hurting anyone's feelings. Remember that you are responsible for your actions, not the actions of others. Mourn what is lost so you can move on. Do not be sad. Be like the sun at midday who shines brightly, neither longing for sunrise nor dreading the dusk. Wow, it's actually a really beautiful card. And it's talking about the end of summer, which is so interesting because we just started September out. I'm getting this feeling where I'm starting to feel like I can take a breath, where I'm just like there's like this release feeling that I'm getting. So something is finishing up, something is ending, and we're actually at the beginning of harvest season here. So you could also be reaping something positive for you in your life too, but you also have to let go of what no longer serves you. So when fruit is left too long on the vine, it rots. You know it's time to move on, yet you're reluctant. So you have to do what is best for you right now. You have to do what is best for your best interests, not focusing on hurting other people's feelings, because in the end, it's not going to benefit you if you're staying in something that's not good for you. Okay, so this could be in any area of your life. But I also think there's definitely some sort of getting something positive out of this. I feel like there's some sort of karmic reward for completion here. And then when we have the eclipse coming in on the 7th, that's going to be, I think, in Pisces, the full moon in Pisces. So there could be something with that too. Let's see why this is happening. Okay, let's figure out why this is happening for the Spiritual View Collective right now. Why is this happening? I feel like once you do this, you're going to feel this huge sense of relief. That's the energy I'm getting off of this right now. Why is this happening? Queen of Wands. Wow, you guys, I don't know if you've been regularly paying attention to my videos here, but I keep getting Queen of Wands for Spiritual View, specifically the Spiritual View Collective. So I have a bunch of people here that are in this collective, male, female, they, them, however you identify as this Queen of Wands energy, somebody who has come through the other side. It's like the Phoenix energy, right? And so just for ease of speaking, I'm going to say she, but this is happening now because you have been through it and you are working your way back. Like I'm seeing somebody who has clawed their way back through something, right? Through something that you've been through something that you have had, it like brought you down to your very lowest. And you felt like there was nothing left to even rebuild from. And I feel like you're kind of getting through this place of being in the darkness, and it's starting to end. It's almost like you're seeing the light at the end of the tunnel now, and you are becoming more. You have become this queen. Yes. And something could have been ending right around, Lionsgate, Leo season. So that would have been just this, August. So I feel like something is definitely, it's like this culmination type energy, more like the world in Tarot, combined with the death card. So you have transformed. Oh my gosh, something just flipped up off of this. I don't know if you heard that. As I moved my hand, this flipped off. Oh, you guys. Okay, I have chills all over. That is the world. I went to move my hand and it popped up, and now I have chills all over me. You guys, this is some sort of celebration. This is some sort of completion here. You have made it. You have done something. Okay? And this is something that, yes, you were guided by spirit, but it was you that did it. It was all you. Getting yourself back. Bringing yourself back from the depths of the darkness. Okay? Wow. And so I was just talking about through this Leo time, right? And now we're moving into Virgo. Now we're moving into harvest season. So it's like, what's next? What's next? That is so crazy when I have that kind of thing happen to me a lot, but it's still, I just have so much awe and gratitude with spirit when something like that happens. So I love it. I love it. I'm like, why did that happen? And I was just like, you know what I'm saying? So I'm saying, like, you're trudging along and you're continuing to work on yourself, and you're continuing to like go through the depths and dig through your spiritual closet and do all of this work on yourself. And then all of a sudden it's like, boop, it's the end. It's the end of this long cycle. But you're like, oh, I didn't even know that we were getting to the completion part, right? Because that's how it just keeps coming out. What does Spirit have to say about this? We have the Emperor. Wow. So not only are you showing up as the Queen of Wands, you're also showing up as the Emperor, and the Hierophant is underneath. So you are, what Spirit is saying is, I just heard ding, like the Easy Bake Oven. You're done. Not done forever. We're never done forever. But when it comes to this cycle, you are done. You have become the Emperor, masculine or feminine. You are a spiritual teacher. You're guiding others, or you will be guiding others on new paths, right? For yourself or people in your life. And you don't even, I think it's like, because you are coming from this Queen of Wands energy, you haven't fully settled into the person that you have already become. You still feel like you're becoming that, but you already are now. So you're not only the Queen of Wands here who has picked him or herself up from the depths, you're the Emperor. You're all four kings combined. And it's shocking to you in this way. But the Emperor takes control of situations in their lives. They don't let things happen to them, which may have been past behaviors that we have had, including me. Like letting other people lead, letting other people make decisions for me, saying, oh, you can't do this, we're going to decide this for you, or you allowing yourself to be placed in that situation. Now you are the leader. You are the one. You have people looking to you to make decisions, right? And first and foremost, the Emperor makes decisions for themselves. Yes, they're responsible for other people, right? And, you know, these are big boy, big girl moves here. These are big decisions that are very important, that had you not gone through this cycle, you would not have been ready for, okay? But you're ready now. Ding, easy bake oven, you are ready. So what decisions and moves do you need to make in your life right now? What do you need to make in your life right now that needs to change for, first of all, your own best interest, but then the situation and people as a whole, okay? So sometimes when we think to ourselves, oh, I don't want to hurt this person, or oh, I don't want to hurt that person, are we making those decisions based out of guilt or fear, right? Because in the end, if, for instance, let's say we're choosing to leave something. If we're staying in a relationship, a friendship group, a family dynamic, or a job, whichever one that may be for you, because we're not wanting to hurt other people's feelings, if you think about it from the perspective of the other people, even though they think in that moment they don't want you to leave, or you think that wouldn't be good for them, the reality is that really what's best for them? To have someone stay in something that's stagnant or that they're not happy with and that they're only staying for out of guilt? You know, if you think about it, if you were the other person, right? Because there's things that are meant to be coming into their lives that are different. And at some point, you're holding them back by not allowing something to complete as it is meant to with the universe, right? Okay. So, blocks and challenges, 10 of Wands. So again, the burden. We have the Queen of Pentacles underneath. So again, the burden. So it's like the block and challenge is both you dropping this burden and feeling the guilt of what you believe this burden will be on others. It's both. Okay? I was getting that really strongly. So let's get another card for that, because I already kind of discussed that. 3 of Cups, because it's about a community possibly. Yeah, and you don't know how these people are going to walk through this energy. Now, that's what the book was talking about. You cannot focus on what could happen to other people or staying out of guilt or putting yourself last. The Emperor makes decisions first and foremost for themselves. Okay, so this is about you accepting that the right move here is got to be for you, number one. And then everything else is going to fall into place, because this is what was always meant to be, and it was always meant to be happening at this time. This is divine timing for this situation, but you have graduated. So it's a result of you graduating. And then also everyone else has their own contracts that they need to work through, and that belongs to them. You're not responsible for everyone else's soul contracts, right? You're just not. Okay, so let's get another, I'm gonna get one more here. Let's get some more advice from Spirit about this. I'm gonna get a couple of these rather than just pulling one card. Anything else Spirit has for advice here? Okay, choice. Yep, choice. You're being asked to make a choice that you've been struggling with. It's time to decide which path you're going to take. Listen to your intuition. Eliminate everyone else's input and feel your way into the choice that is right for you. The time is now. So, the choice is yours. It's very uncomfortable, but it will be a relief. And the reason why this is happening now, and the reason why the time is now, is because you have become the Emperor. Patience. You're being asked to practice patience right now. It's not easy to do this, but you're strong. And there's a reason why things aren't aligning in the way you want them to go in this moment. Have patience. It will eventually work out. So that is in regard to this change, right? So that's because you're being asked to change a part of yourself that no longer feels like the person you've become or are becoming. Change isn't always easy, but letting go of this outdated part of yourself will allow you to align with your true self. Having patience with yourself, having patience with people, places, and things that you're needing to let go, that's the energy that Spirit wants you to remember today. The time is now because you are ready. You are ready. You have done this work, and some things aren't meant to go with you, and it was always meant to be this way at this time. So can you have patience with yourself? Can you have that acceptance within yourself and understand that now is the time to make this choice? Okay. So that's what I have for you. Thank you so much for being here. If you're interested in my information, it's going to be in the description box. And make sure that you join us for our live on Thursday night at 7 p.m. Thank you so much. Have a good Friday, everybody.